Hey guys, how's it going? It's Clarissa with That Doll Movie Show, and today's topic of conversation is Tully, which involves a cinematic reunion that I've really been looking forward to. I don't know if you guys have all seen Young Adult, which is the film directed by Jason Reitman and written by Diablo Cody, who of course collaborated together previously on Juno, but this film stars Charlize Theron, and it's just one that I have a great love for, just in the way it really nails how society has almost pre-coded us to be disillusioned with our own lives, because the main character in this that Charlize Theron plays, Mavis, she is one of the few people to have actually escaped the drudgery of her hometown. She's living in the city, she has a creative job, but is she happy? Hell no! She's depressed, probably alcoholic, and she has this incredibly weird fixation on her high school boyfriend who is still in her hometown, is now married, and has a baby. And even though she finds babies a little bit gross, it doesn't seem like she wants the white picket fence life, yet because that's the thing she doesn't have, it becomes so much more enviable. And that's kind of true, isn't it? Because whatever path we choose to take through life, whether we prioritize, I don't know, career or family or social life even, there will be moments of just extreme doubt, like, have I made the right choice here? And what's so interesting about Tully is that you can almost conceive of it as a direct response to Young Adult. I mean, Jason Reitman and Diablo Cody and Charlize Theron are all back here, and it's the story almost looking across from the opposite side of the chasm, because her character here, Marlo, has all the things that Mavis was so envious of. She is married, she moved away from the city to the suburbs, she has 2 children, and she gives birth to a third during the film. And yeah, Marlo's disillusioned herself because she starts to miss the things that she left behind, and it's just because it's the things she doesn't have now. You know, it's always the things we don't have that we fixate on as being the key to happiness. So Young Adult and Tully are kind of a call and response to each other, but what I really love about both of these movies is that they can be incredibly cynical without losing their sense of sincerity. Like, they can call out all of the bullshit in the world and in society, but not be nihilistic about it, not try to be above it, or acknowledge that you can understand something's bullshit but still be hurt by it. You know, so Marlo has to deal with her rich as hell sister-in-law talking about motherhood being such a blessing, while feeding her kids truffle mac and cheese and teaching them Pilates for the talent show, and then she has to go drop her kids off at school and deal with them calling her son quirky all the time, and yet not wanting to deal with what is clearly a learning difficulty with him. You know, it's all bullshit, and Marlo acknowledges it, but it still grinds it down. You know, this film is incisive and satirical, but it still has a soul. And so the story sees Marlo eventually let her brother pay for a night nanny, who's someone who can come in during the evenings and take care of a newborn baby while the mother sleeps. And this is where the titular Tully comes in, who's played by Mackenzie Davis, and she is essentially a manic pixie dream girl. She's free-spirited and wise beyond her years, and, you know, that's a trope that is so played out in its original context, which is, you know, some woman coming along to inspire a frustrated, creative, boring dude. But to see it in this completely new light, like, the manic pixie dream girl actually has some meaning in this. Because over the course of the film, Tully really comes to represent that disillusionment. Like, she becomes the other side of the chasm that Marlo is staring at. And I know that there's been a lot of mixed feelings about the ending of this film, but I think if you frame Tully that way, I think the ending really works, and I think the relationship between them becomes something quite powerful. Look, the magic ingredient to this film is the performances. Mackenzie Davis makes that manic pixie dream girl trope work because she allows the character to be ethereal without ever becoming too whimsical, and then there's Charlize Theron, who is just always a wonder. And I think what I really love about her as an actor is that, you know, throughout so many of her performances, from this to Young Adult to Mad Max Fury Road, you know, even Atomic Blonde, she creates these characters that allow their vulnerabilities to be a part of what makes them so strong. Yeah, it gets a recommendation from me, but if you've had a chance to see Tully, I would love to know what you guys thought. You can let me know down in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. Details down in that description box. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can hang out and talk about movies. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.